Now, putting on the Granger account manager hat, and let's say you're walking into a facility, what should they be looking for when they go into a facility?
So, obviously in this picture, some things can be, pretty obvious. And this is not anything that was staged. This was an actual application. And we were told we could use the picture as long as we didn't, have any kind of company logos or name of the company on there. But literally what happened here was, for whatever reason, the control cabinet was experiencing heat rise and heat loss, and to the point that it was starting to cause problems with manufacturing. Somebody literally stole the foreman's window air conditioner, propped it up, and what you don't see here is a long line of extension cords. So and you've got this crate paper over, and it's all taped down. So they're trying to do a good job of sealing the cabinet. But the thing is, here obviously we see a lot of OSHA violation. There's a lot of safety concerns here, but you see certain things that are obvious, like if you walk through a factory and you see an enclosure door that's open and a big fan in front of it, just trying to blow air into the cabinet to either displace the hot air that's in there. It may be something as inconspicuous as maybe some water that's at the base of the enclosure, because this could point to things like, is the enclosure leaking, meaning the warm air is getting in and the air conditioner, for example, is generating a lot of condensation. So that condensation has to go somewhere. Is it being drained properly? So even just water on the floor in and around an electrical cabinet obviously should be a warning sign. So, some of these things, maybe it's going by units that are in the facility and they're flashing alarm codes. Or you're looking at controls that may be cracked or damaged on the cabinet, which really kind of tells you too that if they're not well sealed, the air conditioner is going to generate a lot of condensation if that warmer air is trying to get into the box. And then, or maybe the enclosure climate control is set too cold. A lot of times people think the colder the better, and that's absolutely not true. When you're talking about industrial controls, they need to be in this area of 90 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. And so we consider that sweet spot at about 95 degrees Fahrenheit. So different things like that are kind of clues, water around a cabinet, water on a cabinet, something like this, cracked or damaged controls. And it's just a point of being able to say, hey, this could lead to this type of problem, or water collection devices that are around the box. Are there drain tubes? Are there water bottles, coffee cans, tiles, who knows what? But these are clues that there might be something wrong.
Yeah, and this picture right here, I'm sure there's a puddle of water on the ground as well. So you have multiple, not only the extension cords, the window unit, but also a puddle. You have possible slip hazards. You have possible corrosion of other items, or electrocution too. If it's near an electrical enclosure. So a lot of safety hazards there. Thank you so much for pointing all of that out. And earlier when we were going through this, I was like, oh, well, they could also put a fan there, and hopefully it's a Dayton fan that's blowing in there to help cool everything down.
Right.
But those are all some great insights as far as what to look for.